Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Black History Month. I'm excited, and welcome to another week of Living a Rich Life. I am your host, Rich James. Here on Living a Rich Life talk show, we inform, inspire, and encourage each other to live the principles of Living a Rich Life Network. Those principles are good health, strong relationships, financial freedom, goals and achievement, extraordinary experiences, and philanthropy. We all have a story to tell, and today's guests are no different. With that being said, let's talk about it. Our first guest is a perfect mixture of brains and beauty. Some of her recent work includes featured roles in TV and film industry, such as Ride Along 2, Flight, The Game, and Vampire Diaries. She is a published individual, well-respected entertainer who is quickly breaking barriers for women of color. Again, she is a triple threat making strides in the entertainment industry. Please welcome actress, model, entertainment personality, the talented, and need I say beautiful, Miss Llauryn Hendricks. Welcome.
Hi. Hi, how y'all doing?
Well, as I like to say, I am better than amazing, Llauryn. Thank you for taking the time to join us. We appreciate you joining the show today.
Of course, it was my pleasure. Why wouldn't I? It's you, duh.
This is true. And my team, we did some research and we discovered we have one thing in common, and that you're a Virgo.
Yes, Virgos are the best.
This is true.
You September 14th, right?
September 14th, yes. And you are the 16th.
Right. Okay.
It gets no better than that. So let's get right into it, because I know folks, a lot of my team was very inquisitive and they want to know a few things about you. And we want to hear your story and how it all got started. So tell us who is Llauryn Hendricks?
Oh, wow. Okay. So Llauryn Hendricks really is a small town country girl from Alabama. I'm originally from Birmingham, Alabama. Then we moved to Huntsville, Alabama. Our family had an engineering company and they wanted my mom to come to help them, build the engineering company up. So we went down there and that's pretty much what happened. We stayed in Huntsville. And I mean, like I said, I'm a very simple country girl that had large dreams. I really originally wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer or something else. And ever since I had that internship at the radio station in 95.7 in Birmingham, it was in high school and I was like, man, you can actually get paid to have fun and joke and talk to people. What?
That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. So you wear many hats, which is, it sounds just like a Virgo trait. And we're going to break them down piece by piece. Is that all right with you?
Oh, of course. Let's do it.
All right. So let's start with modeling first and foremost. So how did you get into that realm of modeling?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Modeling. Okay. So every female really deep down inside always wanted to be that female representation of beauty, So being a model was like the biggest thing that you can get close to doing that. And all my life, and I'm not gonna lie, I used to get picked on as a kid, and it used to be a lot of things that weren't very supportive when it came to my looks or whatever, and wearing glasses and being a nerd. I was in aerospace classes and it just didn't balance out like that. So and we wasn't the richest people either. So if you walking in school with floods on, you gonna get joked on. So I just kind of over time, I just saw that the representation of beauty needed to change. And I wanted to show people that being beautiful is not just what you look like, it's really your personality. And I wanted people to see my outward so that I can show them my inward. So that's why I wanted to be a model.
Okay. So that's interesting that you say that. Because one, you are an attractive woman. So that's first and foremost. During our research there was a quote that one of my team members pulled up, and she got really caught on. She got caught on this quote, and it was known for art, not just looks. What did you mean when you say that?
See, that's something that I say all the time about myself because, I really think that people sexualize so much, which I think sexuality is beautiful and is art, but I just feel like people take the meaningfulness of the soul from the picture. I want to be looked at as an artwork, not just, oh, that's that fine girl in that picture, so that's what I meant by that. And most people, when they come at me, they say that about me because most sets I go on, I be myself and they be like, yeah, she's more of an artist because I really take deep pleasure in whatever I do. It's, I'm not looking to just be so sexy in the picture. I know I want to bring some kind of emotion. When you see me in this picture, what does it say to you? That's why if you ever look up on a lot of my captions when I post pictures, you'll see that I ask questions. What do you see? What do you think I'm thinking? What do what space am I in? Because I want people to guess and, for me to answer and understand that, art has always been beauty. No matter what size you are, no matter what you look like, whether you're butt naked or you got fully clothed, it's art.
I know that's right. I co-sign on all those things. So how long have you been modeling?
I've been modeling, technically, professionally, I've been modeling for 7 years since I first moved here to Atlanta. So yeah, it was kind of for me a little bit when it came to the modeling. Oh no.
Okay. And has that modeling led to some other things? Because I know you've done some acting. I will say you're pretty good. We're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about a film that is a favorite of mine.
Okay.
And which is Love Jones.
Oh yes.
And I know you did something called Sweetest Thing and
Sweetest Thing,
Love
yes.
Jones.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us, how much fun was that? Because Love Jones is a classic.
Wow. Being real with you, I've always been a classic movie watcher. Even when I was a little kid, I used to watch like throwback movies from the 80s and 70s and things because I also love fashion. And I always thought that the fashion was so outgoing and just like, it was just everything to me. And I enjoyed watching it and the style and the love and passion that people had in these movies. So, Love Jones was just like, why not? It didn't make sense not to, it was just beautiful. And I just really wanted to represent, show how this classic is not going anywhere. That's why it's a classic. It's never going to fade. It never gets old. Every time you see a remake of it or anything, you just know, oh, this is Love Jones. You don't even have to guess. Like, it's just beautiful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So when it comes to, because we're going to toggle back and forth between the modeling and the acting. How do you prepare for photo shoots? I think one of my folks, they brought something to me, and they was like, "Oh, how does she prepare?" Because they really engaged now because they want to know a lot of stuff in terms of everything. So how do you prepare for new photo shoots?
Well, most of the time, honestly, I always say know the genre. It's difference between how you model for a commercial ad and hair ads and high fashion ads or more edgier looks. You have to know where you're selling. So you have to be aware of that. And once you understand the genres and understand what you're selling, you should maneuver your poses accordingly to that. You know what I mean? Like, let's say I do a commercial for this water bottle or something. If that's how you don't want nobody on there like this. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like you have to prepare for what you're trying to represent for this item. Like, when you drink water, don't you feel refreshed? You should have a refreshed look on your face.
Look, okay, yeah. All right, I like that. I can see that. So, because you've done some, again, when it comes to modeling for products.
Oh yeah,
you've done some for some hair, right?
Oh my gosh. I've worked for ORS, Soft and Beautiful. I have done several hair campaigns, like weave campaigns. Oh my God. Being real with you, so many. Sometimes it just be like, oh my God. I sometimes don't even remember half of them because sometimes my friends will tell me like, Llauryn, I just seen you on Miss Jackie's, right? And I'll be like, oh, really? Oh, when did I do that? Oh, yeah, I did do that. So, I mean, it comes, that usually is my big trend thing that I used to do. I'm pretty much do a lot of hair ads for hair companies. That's pretty much what I do a lot of when it comes to the modeling.
Yeah, one of my team members said, is that her on that box? It was a red box and it was a hair product. I said, I believe that is her. I said, next time come with the actual name.
Yeah, just take a picture of it. 9 times out of 10, it might be, honestly, because it's interesting. And I love
that. It was you.
Huh?
It was you.
It was me. Oh.
Yeah. It was definitely you. It was definitely you because I love you.
Just let you know right there.
Yeah, facts. So what would you say is your best feature on your body?
My best feature to me, honestly, I love my legs. I think legs are everything.
Legs?
Legs. I love legs.
Legs and some heels.
Yes, legs and the heels. I'm not gonna lie. Now, Naomi Campbell, it really was one of the people that really just made me just like, oh my God, those legs. Like, legs are everything to me. I always love my legs. And that was the one thing I can say, my people actually compliment me on a lot, especially when I was growing up. It's like, oh, girl, you got them long legs. And that's what you know how it is now. I was like, oh, girl, you got them long legs, girl. You better walk with them. So it just kind of was always my thing. I was like, yeah, my legs are kind of nice. Hold on. Let me use these.
Are there any types of modeling you wish or try to avoid?
Realistically, I try not to do anything that makes me feel too uncomfortable. And I'm pretty comfortable with my body and things like that. I just never want to dilute my standards or what I represent as a woman, and especially a woman of color. I don't want to do any trashy magazines or things that make me look less than what it is. Because like I said before, I don't see anything wrong with, implied nude or things like that to express the beauty of the woman's body. But it's also about how you represent that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The representation of it. Like, I never just, you never see me just put up me doing like implied nude with my legs just all over the place. And it's about showing the curves and the nice beauty of the softness and the essence of being a woman. That's what it's about.
Okay. Let's shift gears. Let's talk a little business sense, right? Okay. So we identify that you are the CEO of Glitches and Glitter Cosmetics.
Yes.
So please share with us. So those that are just tuning in and watching and listening, we are talking with the talented and lovely Llauryn Hendricks. We're talking modeling, we're talking acting, we're talking entertainment personality, we're talking business here on Living a Rich Life. So tell us about Glitches and Glitter Cosmetics.
Okay, so Glitches and Glitters Cosmetics. I really, like I said, I love the fact that your flaws can be your beauty. And that's kind of basically what glitches and glitter means. Even though, somebody on the outside looking in might look at me and be like, oh, well, she has it all. And, but within me, I know my glitches. I know what I find that's not that attractive, but at the same time, it makes me who I am. So that's beautiful. Mm-hmm. So that's what necessarily the name Glitches and Glitter stands for. You see the teddy bear has like an X over his eye because it can't be a perfect teddy bear. So, and I just...
That was pretty dope. I got to say, that was pretty dope. I like that.
Yeah, I had to do that because, like everyone was like, okay, but it had to be a little rugged. You have to give both sides because that's one thing I don't believe in. And that was what I don't believe that you can be perfect. And I feel like some people strive so hard for perfection that they forget to be themselves or forget that, don't you realize you are perfect just because you are the way you are? Now, I understand you do need to believe in good health and all these things to, that makes you better inside and out, healthy. But when it comes to like, oh, my eyes, things like that, physical, glitches, I just feel like, I mean, that's what makes you beautiful. And I wanted this makeup line to enhance those glitches, not necessarily cover them up. Because as you can see, I really don't carry any like foundations or concealers or things like that. It's really there's highlighter, which illuminates the cheeks, it's lip gloss, illuminates the lips, it's eyeshadow, illuminates the eyes. I wanted to hit those parts of the body that really, to me, are very beautiful and essential on anybody.
Absolutely. They get it popping, as I like to say.
You got to get it popping.
Absolutely. So tell our viewers, our audience, how they can, one, stay in contact with you, and how they can get some of your products.
Okay, so you always can go on to my personal Instagram. I have you can click the link in the bio, and it has my website, has my link to every way of communicating with me on there, to be honest with you. And my Instagram name is LLAURYNHENDRIX, Llauryn Hendricks. So just, if you want to know anything about me, you can find it all there. My bio, if you want to contact me about business purposes. If you want to, actually, also, I do offer modeling classes for posing. So people can learn, about different genres and how to come off. Because a lot of people, what I realized about models, I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it anyways. It might sound.
This is the exposed video. You can say
it. Sound a little shady, but it ain't shady. But I've seen a lot of models that are so like blown up, and I'll be in the room, and it's people that I'm excited about meeting and being around because I love their work. And when I see their posing skills, it hinders me.
Like, how do
I mean, what I mean by that is it's very surprising to me how much coaching they have at this level. Like at a certain level, like why does some, and I understand what photographers say now when they say, well, I mean, I have to do everything. So why can't I, basically get paid more? Yeah, because you're teaching the model how to model. You're telling this model how to do what she's paid for. And that doesn't make sense to me. So instead of talking about people and being ashamed, I'm just going to offer some classes because people don't know how to go from one, pose to the next. Like, they don't know how to just move and just go from one thing to the next. And it's kind of interesting how they don't. And I've seen a lot of people that I think are very known freeze. And when I see them freeze, I was like, it shocked me. And I don't even think it was a freeze on like I'm shy freeze because they wasn't, shy when they was asking, can you hand me my Gatorade? So
it was a freeze like they didn't know what to do.
They just didn't know what else to do. Like they just kind of like, okay, can I see what the pictures look like? And I was like, girl, no.
Okay. I gotta say, Llauryn, I love your energy. I'm not surprised. I love your energy. I love it. I love it. So one of the things that we doing our research and kind of going through the different process of getting to know you and understanding your story. You're based now in ATL.
Yes.
Right, and you host events while you're out there. What kind of events are you hosting these days?
I host, of course, parties. Who don't like to party in Atlanta? But I do parties. I do events, women conferences. I do a lot of those. Red carpet events, things like that. And I also have a new show that's about to come up. Y'all gonna see. I can't talk about it just yet, but it's coming. It's gonna be on People TV. So make sure you check me out. It's gonna be on Comcast and also Peacock. So it's coming up. I'm excited about that. I got a new co-host I'm his new co-host because he's already been out there. So it's going to be interesting. We trying to bring a little urban flavor to news and with a little comedy central in there. So it's a new adventure and I'm really excited about this one.
Okay. Now, because some of the things that we dug up were, again, so you have the modeling thing that you're doing now, and I think there was something, you had a YouTube acting anxiety. Yeah, we went back.
No, you did.
But it was actually, I'm no actor, but it was actually, I thought it was pretty good for what you were saying.
I try to talk and speak from my honest opinion and tell people, because like I said before, sometimes to me it seems like people that are working in the industry, because like realistically, I'm still not where I want to be yet. You get what I'm saying? I'm still like going over that hump. I'm getting there. Doors are starting to open more, and I do get anxiety, especially when sometimes when they give me lines and I'm just like, okay, Llauryn, you went over these lines 1,000 times. Why are you freaking out? And I try to play it so cool. And people are like, how do you get nervous when you're so outgoing? It's honestly, it's the Virgo thing. I think because we like perfection. And if I don't feel like I'm perfect when I do it, I freak out on the inside. So you might not even see it on my face. I'd be sitting there smiling like this. And in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, wow, I didn't say that right. Did I pronunciate that right? And so it's hectic. Like, especially when it comes to like you auditioning and you want a part that oh, I got this. And then it come back, you don't have it. You be like, huh. So am I a bad
How did that happen? Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. What types of movies do you like?
Ooh.
What types of movies do you like, and what type of movies would you like to star in?
Okay, so I really love like that artsy urban love stories. Like I said, like why do you think I like Love John so bad? They're both artists, and it's this love artistry thing I like. I just think it's beautiful how people that are in the art world come together and find love with each other, and it becomes art within itself. So that's what I love about that. And movies that I want to start acting in, I want to do more action. Like that's the next thing I'm going into. I'm going to shout out to ATL Stunts. Hey, they are great for stunt classes, and that's what I'm working on next, is really getting into stunts. I want to be one of those warriors in the movies. I want to be a hero. Come on, Marvel.
So you're a Marvel fan?
I am. I do like the action movies. I love all this stuff. Like that's always been one of my dreams, like being a Marvel movie or something and be an action, hero. Maybe I can be a new one they can make up or something. You know what I mean? Something.
You got to speak it into existence.
It's already there.
Do you have a favorite actress or actor?
Okay, I have two. And then I love Tiffany Haddish.
She's pretty funny.
Yes, and Taraji P. Henson.
Taraji.
Of course.
Okay. Taraji.
Everyone, I'm about to say like, oh no, it was not no shade, was it? What's wrong with Taraji?
No, not at all. That's
no. I'm gonna tell you what my friend said. She said, Llauryn, you might as well go and take her place. It's time. I was like, oh. She said, it's time, Llauryn. She didn't. I think she didn't hit a peak. I said, don't say that.
Not Taraji. Still got some things going on.
She has things going on, but they want me to take the acting seat.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, we're not talking about she's dead career-wise. No, never that. She's too creative for that. But definitely, they was like, oh, Llauryn, it's your turn. I was like, well, thanks. I was like, well, hey, bye. I love you, though.
I know that's right. So what advice would you give someone trying to get into the entertainment industry? Whether it's acting, modeling.
I'm gonna give you some advice just in general when it comes to this entertainment business. You have to realize that you have to love yourself when you start. You really have to love you. And when I mean love you, love every corn, every dimple, every essence of you, because this industry will tear you down. Just like I was saying that I thought I wasn't good enough because I didn't get this role. That does not mean that. That is just somebody else's face features or facial features fit better, or, something small that made this person better for it. And you have to realize that you have to fit in your own lane. And if there's not a lane for you, make one.
I know that's right.
Make one. You don't have to tell people to move over. You just tell them, hey, stand back because I'm shooting forward. That's all you have to do is just stay focused and know what you really want to do with your life. Because it did take me a long time. And like I said, when I moved here, I was going through, emotional issues with myself. People would have never known that I was like really, I left Alabama because I was depressed. I was like, I had graduated from college and I just was not happy. And realistically, modeling and getting into the industry that I love actually helped me to really learn Llauryn more and realize that at first I wanted to model because I wanted to make myself feel pretty. Then it became, no, Llauryn, show everybody that it's beauty in everything, and I just started to love it and the energy and just learning to love myself for just who I am. Why not be yourself? I mean, it's boring not being myself. I used to kind of be scared to be goofy, outgoing Llauryn. And I was like, yes, I thought I was so lame for being goofy, outgoing Llauryn, because I mean, that's the, crowd that were my friends and that I grew up around. So, you have to be the cool chick in the corner like this. Spoken to when spoken, speak when spoken to. That's that Alabama thing, man speak to you. Oh, hi.
You are something else. You are something else.
Yeah.
Tell us, our viewers that are watching. Tell us what are you really passionate about? I mean, your energy is just amazing. That's the first thing. But tell us what you are passionate about.
Well, when it comes to just in general, my passion is spiritual health and, just being happy. Like, I just want to be happy. Like, that's what I always said. Like, I just want to be happy. That's it. Like, whatever, if eating this peanut butter cup make me happy, I can eat one a day, at least one a day, but I just want to be happy. I want to be around happy people, bringing in happy and good energy. And that's it. Like, I just want to be happy doing what I love to do, which is being in entertainment business, which was also, I had to put that on there. That was the reason why I wanted to be in the entertainment business. That's what I found out, is because I like making other people smile. I love that. I love making other people happy. I don't know why, but I just do. And I can be having a terrible day, but if I can joke with you and make you laugh at me, it's like, okay, I forget what I was mad about. I forget what I was sad about. It's just that positive energy of somebody else getting some kind of joy from me that made me happy. So I don't do it just because I want to be seen on TV because I think I'm cute. I do it because I really want to bring joy and happiness in this world.
Yeah, and it's like second nature. I mean,
right.
I literally I got started.
That's a Virgo thing. I'm telling you, it really is.
That's what I was gonna say. I think it's a Virgo thing. I'm fine with being behind the scenes, but I leave that to Monty. He works the magic. My team, they do the research. They reach out. They get the guests and all that other good stuff. And I'm just happen to be the face. I just happen to be the face. So we're gonna switch it up a little. This is Black History Month, right?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Uh-oh, did I hear? Oh, that's Wiggs. So that's my second guess. We got some time. So Wiggs, I know you listening. We're gonna get you in here. I love it. When my guests are on time, it makes for a beautiful thing.
Exactly, My
second guest, Tracy.
I'm leaving TV time.
Yeah. He's a stand-up guy. But we're gonna want you to stay on too, because again, y'all both in that entertainment industry like myself. So we're gonna continue this interview. So we're gonna switch it up a little bit because this is Black History Month.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask you some questions.
All right.
Then we're gonna see what your Black history.
Look, if I know the answer.
Well, we'll give you multiple choice.
Can I do Google?
No, you can't Google. Right. So, who was the first Black justice on the Supreme Court? Clarence Thomas, Thurgood Marshall, William Hastie, and Claire Williams. The first Black justice on the Supreme Court.
I kind of know this.
Well, there's an airport in Baltimore named after him.
I don't go there.
Not yet.
It's cold right now.
Thurgood Marshall.
Okay, I was like, because being real with you, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, it might be Thurgood Marshall, but I ain't gonna lie, I don't really like him, so I'm not gonna talk about that.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. All right, so here's one
that's long story right there.
I don't even know this one. Bessie Coleman was the first Black woman with what occupation? Pilot, physician, train conductor, mayor. I never even heard of Bessie Coleman.
Bessie Coleman, I think what is it? Flight attendant, what was it? Pilot. Right? Yeah, I think it's pilot. Yeah.
Pilot.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I knew that. Yeah, she's pilot. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now you should know this one. Then we're gonna get back to the trenches. Colin Powell was the first Black man to hold what cabinet position? Secretary of Treasury, Attorney General.
Attorney General.
Yeah, let me finish.
Oh, okay.
Secretary of Defense, Secretary of State.
Oh, hold up.
See?
No, hold up. Is this
Secretary
of State, right?
Yes, there you go.
Hey, I was like, oh, no, Secretary of State. You're right. Secretary.
Yeah,
always listen before you answer.
Exactly. So I like this. I like having two folks in the entertainment industry. So we're gonna do something that we normally don't do. We're gonna bring in our second guest at the same time, and we're gonna do his tag team style.
He got a big head too. Are we gonna all fit in here?
Absolutely. So without further ado, we're gonna do something different here today on Living a Rich Life talk show. We're gonna introduce our second guest, and we're gonna have both our guests at the same time. So our second guest joining now is known for planning and executing shows and events targeting a diverse audience, purpose to bring about inclusion and insight. He has been organizing events for schools for higher education, homecoming activities, festivals, and sold out arenas, all while providing invaluable service to his clients. With more than 25 years in the entertainment industry, working with some of the most well-known comedian celebrities around in this day and time, please welcome CEO of Just Wiggin Entertainment, my fellow Morgan State alumni, Tracy Wiggs.
Hey.
All right. Oh, wait a minute. We're not ready yet, Wiggs. My producer says we're not ready for you.
Oh Lord, no.
Oh,
I was ready. I was ready for him.
That's a little different. That's a little different because normally Monty is on top of things and he's probably working out something. Because
I'm telling you, the camera's struggling with our heads. I'm telling you, it's a lot of weight going on right now. Like it's a lot of weight.
Oh, all right. So that was on me. We're gonna keep it going though. We're gonna bring Wiggs in a minute though. So stay with us.
Yes, stay tuned. Come on.
Yeah. So tell me, Llauryn, who would you like to work with in terms of from an actor perspective? I know you work with some pretty known photographers from the modeling perspective. Yeah. Tell me, who would you like to work with from an acting perspective?
Spike Lee.
Oh.
Hands down.
Spike Lee.
I want to work with Spike Lee in general. I want to team up with him and make some incredible revamps of modern day Spike Lee. Well, I call it Spike Leeism. You know what I mean? I personally, people don't know this about me, but I've been really thinking about actually, producing some things myself. I wrote a couple little short film ideas, in my notebook. About some things, a couple of items, and I just think I really want to journal.
So you journal?
Yeah. Oh, I love to write stuff down. I have so many notebooks. I have notebooks in my house, of ideas and things and checklists and Virgoism. There you go.
Yeah, that's I started doing stuff on electronics, but I actually writing stuff down these days is.
I like writing down. I don't like, I tried the electrical thing and it doesn't work for me because I don't go back to it. I go back to my notebooks. I don't know, something about me, like when I write things down, I remember it better than when I type it. I don't know why, but when I type things, as for an ideal or something, it just don't melt into my soul the way when I put my finger in paper and write for some reason. I don't know.
Okay. So with all that, and I know Monty, you're listening. Will you be able to get all three of us on? And I charge that to because Monty can do it all. I know he'll work it out, but I didn't prepare him for that. So I apologize, Monty. Yeah, he'll give me the beating later.
Mr. Wiggs, you ain't invite nobody out?
There we go. So what's your superpower, Llauryn? Tell me, what's your superpower?
Oh my God. I'm a superpower. But I feel like my superpower really, honestly.
Everyone has a superpower, so I don't want to hear it.
Okay, I'm put like this. I feel like my personality is my superpower.
Okay.
I really could honestly say my personality has gotten me roles and has gotten me out of things like crazy. And then too, I think I have a really good intuition about stuff. Like I'll tell somebody, don't do it. I don't think you should do that. And as soon as they say like, Llauryn, I'm glad I didn't do that. I'm like, yeah, I felt it. Okay. Or I could tell somebody from a mile away, I'm like, that's not your friend. And I don't know why I can do that. Like I can just read good energy and vibes. Like it's just, I don't know. It's kind of creepy, actually.
Well, that is a thing. That is a thing. And as I said, Monty the magician, he was able to work it. So without further ado, we're gonna bring in our second guest now. And Llauryn, you're gonna stay on because you two probably could talk entertainment all day. So please welcome CEO of Just Wiggin Entertainment, Tracy Wiggs. Wiggs, you there? Take yourself off mute.
We can't hear you. Mute.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, there you go. We're good. What's that?
So what's good, sir? How are you doing?
Man, you know I'm a workaholic. I'm staying working. I'm actually got something doing with the Capitals. I'm in DC. I'm downtown DC. We may go to the Capitals game when I finish the kids.
I see. So let's talk about that, right? Because my team did read that you are a workaholic.
I am.
Which is a good thing for 25 years in the industry. Tell us about Just Wiggin Entertainment and how it came to be.
Well, as you probably know, it started when I was at 42nd University. I was with student activities. Mr. Heaney at the time, God rest his soul, but she kind of nurtured me into the entertainment industry because she saw I had a talent to deal with the artists. Nobody ever wanted to deal with the artists. My advantage was, and I'm jumping ship with I'm jumping speed, but one of my superpowers was that I always had to give to gay, you know. And I could talk to the artists and soothe their souls when they was asking for things that we couldn't provide, like, you know, then back then was alcohol and that kind of stuff. But we had to get past it. So that's all. It came from more respect. Working in student activity.
Okay. So, and Llauryn, if you have any questions, feel free, because again, Tracy has a lot of experience in the entertainment industry. He's humble and very modest. He worked with some of the top comedians in this day that are still around.
Okay.
So
you might need to hook up, you know, do some business together, you know.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Yeah, definitely. See, one thing about living a rich life, I'm not just a radio host. I'm a network here, and
right.
I did this deliberately.
I mean, exactly. Right. I mean, come on, you might need a comedian or something. I mean, you never know.
So I think it's fun.
So Tracy, tell us, what does it take to be a great entertainment agent?
Well, let's start what it takes to be an entertainment agent.
Okay.
You got to know how to suppress stress, but you know what'll kill you. You take too much of it in a short time. You got to know how to talk to all levels of people, because we're not all on the same level. Now I know the younger generation today uses that as a leverage to bolster their ego, but in this business, there are levels of people that you need to talk to. There's one you may talk to a diva like Patty LaBelle versus just talk to somebody that's a billionaire rich like a Kevin Hart. So it's different levels of communicating with these people. And it's nothing you're gonna learn in the book, but it's a track record of years of experience. And that would take a good agent, a great agent. Now you got to make decisions that not necessarily maybe in your wheelhouse. With logistics, you know, an agent just wants to book an event and hope that it goes well and hear about the results tomorrow morning. That's why I said a great agent follows through from A to Z, holds the client's hand, and gives them the security and confidence to move even when you're not there, but they feel like you're there. So, and a super agent is you can do it in your sleep. You can do it in your sleep, baby. Do it in your sleep.
Yeah.
So basically, you're a super agent. That's what you indicated.
Super agent, absolutely.
Oh,
Because,
I knew it because you smiled too hard. I said, yeah, you know, the super agent.
I only say that because over the years, I've been approached by we call it the big four, which are William Morris, ICM, CAO, Church, and now they got new ones now. But I've been approached by them to join the team, but I've never been comfortable working with them. And I had to realize that early. I took orders for 5.5 years. I was actually in the Marine Corps before I came to school, which I don't know if you knew that. So I'm a vet. So I needed a break from that, and so I had to work twice.
So Wiggs, let me tell you. Let me tell you. My team did identify that you were in the military. So
yeah. I want to see one of them old military pictures.
Really?
I want to see you in a uniform. What's up?
Yeah, it's good. That can be handled easily.
What
y'all say, hurrah?
Something like that. You on the right track. You on the right track.
So with that being said, let's share with our viewers how they could get in contact with you, Tracy. Stay connected with you.
Right. So I think I got one of the oldest websites up, but justwiggs.com is still up. JUSWIGGIN.com. It's basic, but it gets to the point. We don't do a bunch of frills, but people know when they're looking for something who to call. I actually got on social media years ago to monitor my kids, but then it came into business fruition that it became part of the tools that I needed to advance in this industry. So I am on Facebook, I am on Instagram, and I kind of leave it at that. But
yeah.
My name, it's just my name.
Oh, and, that's the best thing to do.
Yeah, it's just my name. There's only one of me. There's only one of me. I can't.
That's how I feel.
You know, I don't want to shoot. That's how you feel.
I mean, it's only one Llauryn Hendricks. Like you can Google Llauryn Hendricks, and there's only one me.
And it's
like,
you.
It's just my big head gonna pop up like this. Boom.
That's believable.
I love it. I love it. Your big head. So for those that are just tuning in and watching, this is Rich James, host of the Living a Rich Life talk show. We are talking entertainment, all things entertainment, modeling, acting, agent. Speaking with Llauryn Hendricks and Tracy Wiggs, and we're having some good conversation. I would like to know from both of you. I would like to know, and we'll do ladies first. Llauryn, what does a typical day look like for you? And then I'll pose that same question to you.
Ooh, a typical day for me is I have to be on set before the sun is out. And you be tired, you be groggy, but you have to be happy. You have to go on set and talk to people and interact and be nice and kind and, know your lines and know exactly what you want on set for. Usually if I get wrapped at a decent time, it's gym, is thinking about, what's your schedule, checking emails, making sure you get in contact with bigger and better opportunities. get in contact with people like you, super manager, and try to get into bigger situations and maybe work with larger companies. Because what people don't understand, you have to push yourself. And if you don't push yourself, you're not gonna get anywhere. That's just nothing let fall outside that at all. Period. So everything I ever got was from companies, emailing, contacting people. I'll be on a set and I will literally be sitting here still emailing with other people about other gigs while I'm already booked for something. Because you have to realize, like, you have to get it. Like, if this is what you really love, you have to go out there and get it and exercise and take care of your body, get in contact with bigger and better opportunities, making sure you stay in touch with your fans, because social media, like he said, is a big thing. It's not going anywhere. So you need to respond to people, keep them entertained, show them what you're doing with your everyday life. And every day is a show. Every day for me is a TV show. Hey guys, I'm here on set. It's every day is a TV show. So you have to make sure you be on your P's and Q's, and that's it. The only time my show is cut off is when I tell myself, hey, it's time to go lay down tonight, because I know I have to get up at 5:30 in the morning so I can be on set on time.
Absolutely. Okay. Now, Tracy, same question to you. And I think my producer might unmute you. Or does he have to unmute himself? So tell me, what's a typical day look like for you, Wiggs?
Well, my day is a little bit different because, again, I still got that from me. So I'm up every morning at 5:30 a.m. I'm a single dad, so I'm getting my son off to school. And after that, I'm in the gym with my phone on my hip. And the calls start coming in probably about 6:30 a.m. So from the gym to the car, back to the office, I'm on the phone, and just to speedboard it past that, because it's phone, take care, son, phone, because I do a lot of stuff on the West Coast. I'm usually on the phone, probably on and off to about 11:30.
So Tracy, let me ask you this: when it comes to like, you have a lot of events and clients that you work with. Are there, should we be looking for anything in the near future? What's some of the stuff you got coming down the pipe? He was the talent coordinator for HBO's Deaf Comedy. His name is Bob Sumner. He always pulls me into his projects, and he has one that's coming up. It's probably going to be, I'm going to say, the next Deaf Comedy Jam. He was the guy that founded all the comedians. So he's got something that's coming up this year.
I kind of heard something like that about that. That's why when you said Bob Summers, I was like, oh snap, because they're trying to bring it back. I heard about that. Yeah. And it's some people, I think some younger comedians that are actually trying to prepare for that.
That's it.
I heard a little grapevine.
Good. So no older comedians. These are the next guys. These are the next people
the next
through.
Generation. Yeah, somebody told me to come on and step in there. I was like, me? I don't know.
Yeah. So this is my guy. But he usually breaks them. He finds them, he breaks them, then he brings them to me. And then he takes them to me. So
what does it take to be found by you?
Well, usually, it's different now. I used to own my own car truck in Maryland.
I was gonna get to that.
Yeah, the House of Comedy. They trying to get me to bring it back. COVID is probably the biggest enemy I have right now with that. But who knows? If the feeling is right, and also the money is right, then we'll make it right. But until in between time, yeah, man. So answer Lauren's question is just that a lot of guys used to bring me tapes, VHS tapes. Then it became DVDs. Now it's here's my link. Now the best way though for me, because I'm old school, is if I can see you on stage in front of people that don't know you. I don't need to see you. If you're in Baltimore, I don't need to see you at the Baltimore Comedy Festival. I need to see you at DC. If you're from DC, I may need to see you at the show. I may need to see you in Atlanta, Miami, wherever I got shows at. If you tell me you're that good, you want to take a chance. I've never shot anybody down. If you can get to where I told you to go, I'm gonna give you that time on stage. You're gonna open up in front of somebody very major, but I'm gonna know then if you got it, if there's something on a bucket list that you're trying to do.
Yeah, that's what's up. So real quick, Llauryn, so because one of the things that I've been doing is on a monthly basis now, I am bringing comics to a Black-owned venue once a month, and they're younger comics. And I'm focusing on Baltimore folks. But the goal is to kind of, bring some fresh faces to the whole comedy. And I'm sure y'all seen it on Instagram. So, Tracy, you got something going on. I definitely like to come and check it out. And we'll make it happen. And Llauryn, you're invited also.
Hey.
So what? I think you had a question. You had a question for Wiggs.
Oh, Wiggs, I was just gonna ask him. I was like, who do you suggest to go to for some kind of training? Prepare yourself for this type of
training. Well, like, okay, so Llauryn, I'm born and raised in DC, but I don't live in DC, I live in Maryland, but in DC, like the Improv, they have comedy school.
Okay.
So places like that, that's where you would go to get the, let's just say, the right way to go. But then if you're serious about it or you want to see something that you would like to do, then I would say just go to your open mic, kind of rub shoulders with the comedians, let them give you, start out with just 3 to 5 minutes, because you funny for real. Come on. I know somebody told me. I ain't talking about the acting stuff, that's one thing, but you funny. So before Rich even asked me, I was gonna say my other superpower is, and probably why I lasted so long in this business, because I can recognize talent from a mile away. So not your acting skills, not her acting skills, but definitely she has a sense of humor, right? And if you can find funny in some of the things that actually people like find normally funny, if you can turn it into something funny, that's not only a talent, it becomes an art. So
that's what everybody keeps telling me to do. It's like, Llauryn, you really need to go into comedy. I don't know why you ain't tried. And I'm just like,
where do you live at, Llauryn?
Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay. All right. Well, I got some events coming up down. I'll make sure I link over to you and see what you want to do.
Yes, let's talk.
I think I got DM Hughley. I got DM Hughley there. I got look at it. Yeah, we'll wrap this on.
No, definitely.
I got
we can get some contact information. We'll see what we can do. I'm serious.
Yeah,
if we can make some money, let's do it, baby.
I'll drink to that. I'll drink to that.
Even if I'm not there, I know a couple of comedians that I can turn you on to, like Kelly Pills, Mario Tory, DC Young Fly, people that live there.
Okay, first of all, I got a question for you.
A question for me. All right. This is a double interview, Rich.
Yes. No. This is what it's about. I mean, I got to tell you, like I said, I am the network concierge, and I enjoy this. I am enjoying this. I got a few more questions. I want to make sure that folks out there watching and listening. But by all means, this is what we do. Go ahead, Llauryn.
Okay, it's not really a question, but it is a question. Okay, so first of all, I think I met you already before because you tried to DC Young Fly. When you came to Atlanta and you came to the Candy Factory, I think, and I had that television. I had that show on there.
Oh, so you have some. I guess.
I think we already met before because when I saw his face, I was like, hold up, I already met him before because that's why I was waiting on him to say some of the representation or people that he has worked with because I was like, I know I've met him before through DC Young Fly because he said that to me before because like I was saying, we was in there watching Candy Coated Nights and I had a show at at their station too called TGI on their station TGI TV called Tea Time.
Tea Time. I was going to mention that.
Yes, Tea Time. And so I used to do the Tea Time or whatever. And it was this Indian guy that was my co-host. He walked up to me and said to me that day when you saw it. Long time ago. So that's why I kind of thought it was kind of ironic. And before you started talking to me, I was like,
But we're gonna start it fresh. We're gonna start like that ain't ever happened. We're gonna move forward.
Let's move
from this
forward.
day on.
Let's go.
Well, that's a good idea. And I will say this. When we move forward next time, Tracy, I'm gonna need you to be in somewhere that's less noisy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I literally got like a couple hundred people behind me.
Right?
I can tell.
Listen, I want you to tell me or tell us your funniest experience with a client and or celebrity.
Wow, that's too many good names, but wow.
That's why I asked the question.
Right. Probably one of the funniest is it didn't start out funny. But Kevin Hart, I had to show him at Virginia Commonwealth University in Richmond, Virginia. Now, I didn't know his mom had passed the same week that he was a soldier, came into the show. Like 3 days later, my mom died. And I had to take him to go get a tattoo. And he just turned, this is before he was who y'all know him as today.
Yeah.
So his mom had passed, but I knew he was going to be that next person to make it. He dealt with his pain through laughter. And if you notice, he has one cornerback pain through laughter. And it was just I had a different perspective and a different respect for him after that. A lot of the other guys, they just like to be around me because I got their check. So I understand it, and I accept that. But he's always the one that's always, I can be myself, and we snap, John, whatever you want to call on each other. And it's been like that. I think we've been probably like that for at least 20 plus years.
See, that's real love and that's real character. See, that's what I was telling him about earlier, what I like about artistry and real entertainment. To me, being a real entertainer is important, but the love and the energy and just being yourself of it is like what makes the money come. That's why things work for him. He didn't do anything for himself, and that's what I strive to do. Like, that's the whole purpose. Just
nice. So what I like to do is I have a question that I always ask my guests. It's a standard question, and that again we'll let ladies first. So Armani, if you can put Tracy on mute. So the question is, what does living a rich life mean to you, Llauryn?
Okay, living the rich life to me is having all the Gucci shoes and bags. No, I just playing, but no, for real. No, that's not.
There's a side of you that's not playing, goddamn.
You know what I'm saying? Having everything. No, but for real, what I really think that the rich life is living a life that is fulfilling and happy for you, that's healthy, that you can wake up every day and say, I love walking into this building. My the best feeling I ever get is when I hit that set. I feel like I'm just superwoman when I hit a set. Cause that's why I love, that's my love. That's what living a healthy, wealthy, rich life is really just enjoying it. Like living that warmth from just loving every day that you wake up. No, every day is not going to be perfect. But the fact of the matter, like he said, you can turn around and make a joke or, out of something and you laugh. That's really what being rich is. I mean, of course, I want the bags, the shoes, the house, the yacht, the trips, the diamonds, of course. But
I'll drink to that. All right, so Tracy, I'm gonna pose that same question to you. What does living a rich life mean to you? All right, take yourself off mute.
Hold up 1 second. Gotta get that mute off.
Okay, there it is. So for me, it's probably because I'm a little older than y'all, and for me, at this stage of my life, it's more like I just repeat. Peace for me, because I've and I don't say this egotistically, but I've done almost everything I wanted. I've done almost everything I wanted to do. I have traveled the world a couple times over. So at this point, it's for me, it's family, watching our kids get to where they gotta go, and I ain't gotta worry. So that's the rich life for me, where I can sit back and look at the fruits of my labor. So if I can get that and not worry and not worry about my daughter this and that,
I got a
I'm
while for
good.
that. Said them children, boy. Them children. You serious, boy?
Take your time. Take your time, baby.
Oh,
Take
I
your time.
am. I'm scared.
I don't know what to do with y'all at this point. I tell you, I'm normally not lost, but I at this point I don't know what to do with y'all.
Right.
I will say something that during this time, we have Living a Rich Life closing remarks. But before we do that, I am going to Tracy. This is Black History Month, so we're gonna have you answer a few questions as well. See what your Black history is like.
Look, he probably know. That's not fair.
Well, we'll see. All right,
We're gonna give you the hard one.
Hattie McDaniel became the first Black Oscar winner for what film? It's a Wonderful Life, Born with the Wind, Citizen Kane, Casablanca.
Gone with the Wind.
Right.
That is correct. That is
See,
correct.
that's not fair.
Okay. Look.
It's my job to know these things. It's my job.
I knew that one.
Look, and this is before both of us, Llauryn. So in 1968, she became the first Black woman in Congress. Shirley Chisholm, Condoleezza Rice.
Shirley Chisholm. Stop. You stop right there.
Okay.
I actually graduated, Rick. Come on, man.
See, that's not even fair. Because you walk with Jesus. That's not fair.
All right, we're gonna give him one more. Right?
One more. Come on.
One more. The first Black general in the U.S. military in what rank?
U.S. Marine Corps.
You just said that. It's actually the Army.
The Army.
Oh,
You got me. Because I'm a Marine. I'm going to always say a Marine.
Exactly. I figured as much. So before we close out again, it's Living a Rich Life closing remarks.
Love it.
Llauryn, Tracy, and we'll start with Llauryn. Anything that you would like to share with our viewers and our audience before we close out?
I just want to tell everybody to love yourself no matter what. And don't judge people compared to other people because we wear makeup and we have editing. Everybody makes mistakes and stay strong.
Okay.
Oh, make sure you check me out, Instagram.
And Tracy, anything for our audience you want to share before we close out?
Yeah, the old colloquialism. Here you go. You ready?
Yes.
Hang around 9 broke people's gonna get a tip. If you're the smartest one in the group, find you a new group. Peace.
Facts.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I say that all the time. I can't know everything. Because if I know everything, I need to stay away from you. That's why I hang by myself. Because it's like a I'm that smarter than me. Teach me something. I don't want to be around nobody.
Indeed. So, folks, we had a special here today. We had Llauryn Hendricks and Tracy Wiggs. And we normally don't have both guests on at the same time. So, again, we're going to do our Living a Rich Life closing remarks. And Monty, let's meet Tracy real quick. And I need you both to stay on while I do this. So, this is Black History Month. So let me share a few famous quotes. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. That's by the late, great Martin Luther King Jr. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Nelson Mandela. In recognizing the humanity of fellow beings, we pay ourselves the highest tribute. Thurgood Marshall.
Yeah.
Remember, folks, keep striving, my people. My one ask for today is use the past as a guide and not a guarantee. Thank you, Llauryn Hendricks and Tracy Wiggs, for sharing your story, sharing your insight into the entertainment industry. If you have an inspiring story to tell, you can contact me at livingarich.life.net. Hit the contact us. Until next week, continue to be inspired to live a rich life. This is Rich James saying goodnight. Thank you for tuning in to BeExposedRadio.com. Until next week, be inspired.
Peace.
Yes. I love it. I love it.